Hi guys, I'm Miranda. Today I'm going to be discussing all of the mini lesson plans that I created for Art Education 3309. My curriculum is following the 4th grade standards, and the artwork I did is skating in Central Park. And this is by Agnes Tate. It was made in 1934. It's a painting with oils on a canvas. So we're going to start with social studies, and for this I'm going to discuss the different physical and man-made features in the United States, and this is one of the standards that they have. So I'll show a simple PowerPoint that shows all of the different features that are required for them to know, and then I'll present this artwork to them. And we'll discuss how New York is a man-made feature. This will lead into the discussion of the different features, and each student will be broken into groups of about 3 or 4 students, and they'll each be assigned a different feature, and they must present it to the class after studying and creating a PowerPoint or however they want to go about presenting it. So then each student will receive a map of the United States that's blank, and they'll have to fill it out and label it kind of with all of the important features, and this is how they'll be graded on the assessment. For the next one, it's a language arts lesson with aesthetics incorporated in. So we'll start by showing the painting again, and I'll ask 3 questions pertaining to aesthetics. These will be, what is art? Along with, can artwork be both beautiful and ugly? Then we'll ask what they think of the artwork and how this makes them feel. Then we'll ask, what is the artist showing us? So after showing the picture, looking at it, discussing everything, each child is going to create a short story of the picture. They're going to explain what's going on as if they were in the picture, participating in the events going on. So this follows the standard for writing a narrative to develop a real or imagined experience. Then students will get their picture taken in winter clothes, which it'll just be a big jacket and earmuffs or something like that, and we'll kind of add them into the picture, if that makes sense. And so then they'll put their story below the picture and kind of illustrate what they're doing. Then the students will hand in their paper, and their paper is going to be graded on the content that at least pertains to snow or New York or something to do with this painting, and that the writing is up to where it should be for a 4th grader. The next lesson will be math and art, and we'll present the painting again. At this point they're going to have seen it already, and we're going to talk about the different shapes we see. It's going to be difficult with this painting because it's not very geometric like, and so I'll go through the painting and identify small shapes. One of the standards for 4th grade is identifying parallel perpendicular lines and right triangles. So then we'll talk about all the different shapes, their names, try and see if students can find ones that aren't visible by just glancing at the picture, and then students are going to be handed these shapes and different lines and things that they should know, and they're going to create their own picture, and the students are going to be graded on their use of all of these things, and they'll be asked to label some of the ones that are on there so that I'm aware that they know what's going on. The last mini lesson is for science and art criticism. We'll reintroduce the artwork, and I'll ask 4 of the art criticism questions. Some of these being, what do you see? Does the artwork remind you of things you've experienced before? The standard for science in 4th grade is knowing the different stages of water, and so we'll discuss the artwork because it has snow in it, and snow can be a form of water because it's frozen water. And what we'll do is kind of like a science experiment, and it's going to be taking ice cubes and melting it, turning water into ice, and then taking water and boiling it so they can see the water vapor. And each student will be handed an observation sheet before we even begin our science experiment, and they'll be asked to fill out what they observe as we're doing it and talking about it as a class. And this is going to be how I grade them on their work. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps with lessons in the future.